Welcome back to Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster. My name is Tails Fyraga, and in the last episode, we found the Great Sage Guido, and after some exposition, got the Guardian branch we need to enter the Forest of Moor. And today, we're gonna be going to Moor. There's so much more of the game left to show off. I'm not sorry. In order to get to Moor, we of course need to go to the westernmost continent. Now, the Forest of Moor is usually surrounded by mountains, but there's nothing preventing you from coming up through the water. So get into this crevice here, right here, and then surface. And that brings you to a lovely, lovely little lake and the town of Moor, which probably doesn't get too many visitors, all things considered. Legend has it that 500 years ago, something beautiful was sealed in the forest to the east. Now what we want to do while we're in Moor is, of course, go to the pub and play what I believe is our last piano. A piano virtuoso indeed! After a bit more practice anyway. We did it! We're a pianist now. A big fat pianist. Alright, let's actually get some new equipment as well. So the stores here have quite a bit of good equipment for us. Diamond shield, diamond helm, diamond armor, luminous robe, diamond armlet. So I'm going to buy... 2 diamond armors. And 2 luminous robes. There we go, we get everyone equipped with things now. And I'm actually going to give you the flame rod because it's something we're going to get in a sec here. So, diamond armor, let's get you a diamond mail too, and you get a luminous robe. Alright. There's some other things we can get while we're in Moor as well. I'm going to ignore the weapon shop for now, but I am going to be going up to the magic shop to get our next spell, Fyraga. Oh yeah, it's all coming together, baby. I also want to get Curaga as well, but we're gonna need to sell some stuff. I'm gonna sort by items. Let's do a little bit of selling. So for things I don't need leather shoes anymore. We can get rid of those. I don't think we need silver armlets anymore. Well, we have one of them equipped, but... Silk robes, those are so old-fashioned. Copper cuirass, bronze armor, iron armor, we don't need those. Silver plate, I don't think we need that either. Gold hairpin is tempting, but I'm gonna keep it for now. Get rid of some old helms. Get rid of some old shields. And let's get rid of some old knives, too. An old knives tale. Don't need them anymore. Soul sword I don't need. And I'll sell a coral sword, too. Alright. Let's get ourselves Curaga now, just so we have a more powerful healing spell to abuse as well. Curaga. And I'll just use a tent to heal up. Let's get ourselves healed up then. Get rid of that blind we've got. And now to enter the Forest of Moor proper, and by that I mean fight these things, and then we'll enter the forest proper. I don't exactly know, like, what these things are, like, they're kind of a cool looking enemy. It kind of looks like they're, like, clawing their way through reality, like, cracks in reality. It's pretty nifty. I just don't entirely know what they are, but they kind of look neat. Let's show off Fyraga in action, actually. Show off that damage. And that's a cool animation. Middle school me, when I created this YouTube channel in the first place, would have flipped out for that. All the way back in 07. Alright, heading in. And the Forest of Moor... Look, the Guardian Branch, it's... The forest. It's letting us in. And now that we've been let inside the Forest of Moor, a place of true beauty and serenity, or it would be if these assholes weren't here. There's 5 enemies in the Forest of Moor, and... I'm not fond of one of them. One of them in particular is like, I don't like this guy. I don't like this fella, I don't know why he was invited to the party. These guys, however, they can stay, because being trees, they're weak to fire. And we like that. We like fire around here. Alright. Leveling up, learning those skills. Cast a simple Cure Off for now. Curaga at this point is going to be a full heal on a single target, or on multiple targets, it's going to be like just a big heal. But it's going to be pretty good. What's not pretty good is these guys, Gala Jellies. Gala Jellies are... They're not my favorite enemy. Thankfully, they can be killed pretty easily by things like Lance and whatnot, but they absorb elements and have a lot of evasion to them. So physical attacks aren't always going to be hitting them, they have a frustrating chance of missing, and also, you can't really hit them with elemental magic either, which means against those guys, Fyraga's kinda useless. I mean, it's still good to throw that spell out just so that you can do some damage, but it doesn't get rid of them, but they're also not really a problem until they're like the last enemies remaining. Ferris, what do you equip with that? Did a lot of damage. Oh wait, no, you're equipped with that Staff of Light we got. Yeah, and that has like ridiculous attack power. Yeah, that's got 45 attack, so never mind. And I think Staves and Rods also deal full damage from back row in this game, so never mind, you good. Go off, girl. Become the Slay Queen that you always desired. Alright, I think that's enough for this room. So let's move through these gnarly roots, through the gnarly bristles, and move into the next section. More of you, huh? Ferris basically has infinite MP at this point with Lance. I could actually go back after like a while and get the rest of the spells we want too. Probably not be too bad because these guys do give a decent amount of gil. And I know one way that you can get an even better amount of gil, if you want to cheat and use the boosts, which I don't see too much of a problem with it, because the boosts are kind of like, you can make the game as easy or as hard as you want, so if you're struggling, or if you want a bit more of a challenge, you can always, you know, change things up with them. It's pretty nifty. I personally don't really use them that much, unless like I'm trying to do some grinding, like, I don't know, maybe I'll do some job grinding on the side and utilize the boosts to speed it up a little bit. Utilize the boosts to master the jobs, but leave us with, you know, not too much experience gain, so we're not too powerful. But I think abilities are honestly one of the big things that makes you powerful. Like, obviously leveling up is good, because it increases your stats. But having powerful skills is also really nice too. There we go, they're dropping wizard hats. So we don't need to buy wizard hats from shops anymore. We now have a reliable, sustainable way of getting them. There's the chest up here. I'm gonna be consulting the map as well, because this is a pretty big and pretty open area for like a SNES RPG. There's a lot of different like small paths you can take, so I kind of want to find all the treasure chests. That's just me. Maybe you don't want any treasure at all, and maybe you think, oh, treasure is stinky and stupid. And I don't want a stinky stupid. I want, you know, good things. Oh, speaking of good things, I am going to... No, silence works on these guys. Silence this imp, because otherwise he's a bit of a fucking problem. Imps have a lot of health, actually. They have a pretty decent amount of health, and while they don't hit necessarily as hard as, like, the, God, what were they called? The jackanapes that we fought earlier? They're arguably even more annoying because they like to cast Confuse. And Confuse is particularly obnoxious in this game, since, again, you can use a bunch of different spells from Confuse. It's possible that you get confused and then are like, oh, I'm just gonna cast Flare on myself. Bye-bye. I don't want to be here anymore. The other big problem with these things, too, is that they also have a very high evasion stat. So it's pretty difficult to actually get those hits on them in the first place. What I might do is, once Bartz gets Black Magic level 5, I might make him a Dragoon, just so we can start working on Lance. But that's a bit silly sounding, too. Alright, there's one fella up there. 2 imps. Oh no. Let's get that Gaia going. Branch Spear, at the very least, does a pretty decent amount of damage. You just have to confuse them one at a time. And Galuf doesn't have white magic attached right now. Why don't he have? Oh, right, because I gave you Mineuchi. Which misses. Because of course it would. Why wouldn't it? Ooh, speaking of missing, okay. Confuse misses, that's very good for us. Oh, were you the one that was already silent? No, you're the one that's silenced, so that silent spell just missed. It just flat out missed. Well, at the very least, Lena's not gonna accidentally kill herself. Which is very nice. Branch Arrow. But unfortunately, I don't like her being confused right now, so I'm gonna just get rid of that real quick. I hope you don't mind, but I'm just gonna get rid of that confusion real quick. Let's just clear everything up, clear the situation up. You're not confused anymore. Thankfully, these guys don't have very much in the way of, like, attack power or anything, so they're not hitting us for huge damage, it's just they want to be annoying with Confuse. You're still not dead? I've hit you like 1,000 times. Maybe I should have bought more equipment like that air knife. Oh, maybe I should bring a ninja and run double air knives. Ooh. Ooh. The big thing about the air knife is that, like a lot of elemental equipment, it boosts spells of that element. So, air knife is actually really good if you're running wind spells, which means it's actually good for blue mages since they get Era. And once we get a certain summon later on, it's gonna be, like, fantastic. That summon plus air knife is gonna be very, very strong. And those who've played this game probably know what summon I'm talking about. Just whittle them down. I want to get silence on that other one, though. Also, I learned that Sap is a physical attack and not a magic attack. It triggers, like, physical counterattacks and whatnot, even though it's, like... You'd think that it would be a magic attack because it gives a status ailment, but no. It's a physical attack. Which means you can evade it, you can block it, you can have it on a pretzel, probably can have sap on a pretzel. I'm not gonna stop you from having it. We're also at the point where ethers aren't really doing much of anything for us right now. There we go, that additional attack of Wind Slash. And I'll get rid of poison on Lena. You, on the other hand, I don't like you much, so you burn. Pharah's mastering White Magic level 2. This entire video is just gonna be me complaining about the imps, isn't it? But I can't help it. Even on my first playthrough through this many years ago, these enemies left a bad impression in my mouth. Nah, you know what? Let's just ignore that I made that pun. Probably for the best. Oh, that's awful nice of you, getting rid of confusion on us like that. And now you all burn. Well, it's not gonna kill the jelly, and it's not gonna kill the imp, but it is gonna kill those trees. Ooh, that killed the jelly. And you know what? Lance will probably finish you off. If it doesn't, I'm gonna feel real silly. But it did, so I don't need to feel silly now, do I? Alright, you can probably already see on the map there as well that we get to the consecrated circle here. But we probably actually have enough time to finish this dungeon up. Because it's not too long after this, that's less of a halfway circle and more of like a... You're pretty close to the end of the dungeon circle. You're pretty close to the boss of here circle, but... We are doing pretty well on time, actually, so I may as well try to go for the entire dungeon in one swing. Or I could just make this a really short episode and leave it on a cliffhanger. I'm sure everyone would love that. Alright, Imp, you need to die. Hopefully. But you're counted in the back row now, so... can't really hit you that well. Alright. How about I silence you? Let's get that Firaga going again. Let's burn them all. Alright, now we've only got the jelly to deal with. Shouldn't be too much of an issue, I say, as I can't hit the damn thing. There we go, Lance always hits at least, so that's nice. It's a good skill to have. How about Kiraga on everyone just to get us all topped off? You never know if you're gonna be finding any more guys. Any more of them. And there's that circle. I would like to stop, well, I was gonna say I would like to stop encountering this enemy setup, but it's good for experience and AP, so maybe I shouldn't stop. You know what? Zeninage, woe be upon you, have some money. There we go, Lena mastered Guard, Bart's mastered Black Magic level 5. So I think actually with that, Bart's... Actually, I'm gonna make you a summoner, Bart's. Because Golem is very useful. I'll give you Black Magic as well. I'll still give you the Flame Rod. And we'll just use Efreet as our main power. Alright, let's get ourselves all healed up. Get our MP charged back to full. And let's save in this new slot. So that's where we started, so... yeah. Right. Let's get on up there, then. Ooh, you're the last enemy we haven't encountered yet. The worm. And you shouldn't be too bad to KO, all things considered, because this Firaga should end you. Yeah, you've got like probably 3,000. Which is still a lot, but it's not that much when there's only one person. You can actually see sections of the area we've been to before in the past as well. It's pretty nifty. It's a big map. The Forest of Moor is just a really big map. Cast another Firaga, get everyone exploding. Ooh, killed Gala Jelly. In a rare turn of events. Now we just need to hopefully kill this fella. Hit him with that Lance Armstrong. Hit him with those Lance Crackers. Should be another item up here. Contain a Morning Star. Ooh. Now we're getting medieval on everyone. I mean, we were already kind of getting medieval on everyone. It's a fantasy game, but... check around again just to make sure. I think we're in the clear for coffers, so... nope, we're not in the clear for enemy encounters, though. This is a new pattern. Haven't seen this set of schmoes before. Oh right, I can cast Silence on all enemies instead of just one, but that lowers the chance of it actually hitting, so I'm just gonna get them one at a time. Get those guarantees. Now if these guys would like to die, they would like to get hit by an attack. Woe be upon you, Ifrit. Save a little bit of MP here, but still deal widespread damage. Not as much as a Fyra, or as a Firaga spell, obviously, but does as much as a single target Fyra, so it's quite nice. Ooh, what's going on? What was that? Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have been casting all those fire spells so much. But it's Exdeath's sick guitar riffs. He must be behind this. Oh no, Exdeath has set the forest on fire. Right, go up to the north. And there's a helpful little Moogle there. He's got a lovely little hole for us. We go into the Moogle hole. But first I want to get this. The chest contained Aegis Shield. Looking around just to make sure. Again, I think we got everything before this, because I'm pretty sure all the chests burn and only contain ash after this. Let's hide out here and hope the flames die down. So the dungeon's awfully generous here because it gives us a recovery spring near a consecrated circle, which is good because we are going to come up to a boss fight here soon. Hello, Mr. Moogle. Let's check the situation out. Oop. Everything's all burnt now. And this path we couldn't go to before. Chest contains ash. Even the battle background is all roasted and toasted. Does Titan hit you all? Do you guys absorb Earth? You might just absorb the primary elements. Oh no, you guys are floating! So, okay, so... Titan won't affect you at all. Titan does not have that kind of power. So the way we actually need to go is up to the north. There's another path we can travel. But if we go south, we can exit the forest. Just contained a flame tongue. Huh, I thought you would have just been ash, but alright. I think at this point most of the enemies that used to be here are probably not anymore, since, I mean, everything's dead. The pants were dead. Are you guys the pants? You guys are not the pants! I thought you guys would have been the pants, but the pants were very much alive if you were the pants. I'm just being incredibly silly here. I don't think these things are... No, these things aren't undead, so I can kill them with Drain. Let's get a little bit of health back. Oh, Drain missed. Wow, okay. Every time I fight these things, I get one more way of getting annoyed by them. But we got Shirahadori, which basically allows us to have an increased block rate, I'm pretty sure. Alright, if we go down, we can go and see that everything's all burnt now. There's a lot of burnt area for us to go to. And sadly, that renders most of the previous section of the Forest of Moor inaccessible. But on the other hand, we can at least go back to Moor and get some more items. Get some more items. Or maybe it's Moor. Is it Moor or Moor? Let's find... State your opinion in the comment section below. Alright. So let's get ourselves some items to get prepared for this. We're a decent amount of money now, so... I'm gonna buy 2 Sage's Miters, 2 Diamond Armlets, 2 Diamond Helms, and I'll worry about the shields later. Give you your Flame Rod back. Diamond Helm, Sage's Miter, Diamond Armlet. I think everyone's pretty much pimped out the way that they could be. Everyone's got that power now. We could stock up on a few items here, too. Potions, I think we're good on. I'm gonna buy 3 ethers. Alright, I think that's good. Don't need to worry too much about the rest of the Aga level spells for now. Because there will be a way, at some point, for us to get the money to get those. Not to make them, you don't make the spells with money. You might actually make the spells with money, now that I think about it. Like, what is blacksmithing but just using magic to turn a metal into a money? The answer, it's a lot more than that. That's just an oversimplification. Fire isn't really magic. It's a natural event. I mean, I guess if you create the fire out of your hands, that would be magic. Do you guys really avoid drain? Can I just not drain you? No, I can. Okay, it just has a mischance. Just the odds were not in my favor. Which, considering these things' evasion, I mean, I'm not surprised. Hi-yah! Hi-yah! Nope, neither of those hit. I'm a little bummed out about that. So I'm just gonna lance you to death. Alright, and if we want to, we can go back to the Moogle Hole, which I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna heal up and get ourselves rightfully prepared. Kupow. Still very serene and pretty music for a forest that's all burnt down. Is that a tree wiggling? That big one must be the guardian tree. That's what protects the seal. And the guardian branch again lights the way. Oh, normal enemies do still show up. Okay. Alright, that's both good and bad. I mean, I'm glad to see them thriving in this new economy, but on the other hand, I kinda don't want them to be here. I don't want to fight them, I just want to go up to the tree and fulfill my mission. Alright. Let's get ourselves healed up, because as you probably guessed, this is a dungeon, so it's gonna have a boss fight. Inside the guardian tree. What are those things? They must be whatever was sealed in here. And here they come. 4 bright and shining lights. Ready to surround you. Prepare for a fight. We have to fight weird formations of crystals. Okay. This is not a particularly super difficult fight or anything like that, but you do have to be careful how you do it. The best way to do this fight is to take these guys out one at a time. Now I know what you're thinking. It is incredibly tempting to try to take them all out with spread damage, but trust me, one at a time is a very good way to do things. Although I might be able to kill them with a Zeninage. So, each one of these crystals absorbs an element. So you can't just use party-wide elemental spells on them. I'll tell you for a fact, the top one absorbs fire. So I'm gonna get this rightmost one out of the way first, and then we start working on the rest. Once these things get to low HP, they'll start using powerful spells as well. Nothing particularly groundbreaking, but they'll use things like Aqua Breath and Blaze on us that are gonna hit for around 500, 600 damage. They're gonna hurt. But thankfully, we have ways to make the hurt go away. I think one more Firaga should do it. Yeah, take them down one at a time. I could check how much damage Zeninage does. That did a lot of damage. But I don't know how much HP, or what the other weaknesses are. Other than the fact that the top one just absorbs flame. I probably also should start getting Shell on everyone. Earthshaker, okay, you're a crystal of earth. Try to cut you up a little bit. Ooh, hang on, hold on. Don't kill us all. Oh, we're kind of in bad times town right now. I'm gonna guard and let the others start healing us up again. Sylph on you, just to get a little bit of health back. So these other two must be fire and wind in that case. Oh, you still have the shield from Golem. Interesting. I would have thought that would have gone away. I'm gonna reestablish Golem shield real quick. I could go for another Zeninage actually, but I don't know how much gil we have left to spare. So, where's an elixir? If you're gonna get Bart's back up. And then we start going to town with Firaga. You know what? I'll do another Zeninage. We'll see how much damage we do. A lot of damage, actually. Okay, those things have just like 8,000 health. Well, now we know 2 Zeninages knocks him out. Money solves everything. Ted DiBiase was right. Such efficient work, as if anything less could be expected of the bearers of the crystal's power. Well done. You've destroyed the seals. I should thank you for saving me the trouble. Mwahaha! Now the walruses and sea lions are next. Exdeath. The seals broken by the 4 warriors meant to protect them. How ironic. What? They were crystals? I mean, yeah. The crystals that bound me for so long. Now their power is mine. Now the power of Burt's Bees is mine. Bow before my crystals and my power. And I'll nail you to the wall. Meanwhile, Kryl, my heart is pounding. Could something have happened to Grandpa? Kupo. What? They're in the Forest of Moor. Come on, let's go. Time for your viscera to see the light of day. Now die. Ooh, we're not dying just yet, though. Grandpa! Oh no. Bart's. Lena. Ferris! Kryl, Exdeath is... Don't worry. He won't be bothering us for a while. Oh! Impudent little fool. You have this special red donut. Hey, what are you... Die! Grandpa... Kryl... Oh, you can't stop him. You mess with his granddaughter, you done pissed him off. So certain you want to keep moving, Galuf? Try to dispel this power and your precious crystals will shatter. Kryl! Exdeath! I'm fucking mad! Alright, here's the big boss himself. Say hello to Exdeath. Exdeath here has 6,000 HP, but you may have noticed he just wiped out most of ours with Thundaga. But despite that, we're still living. No, do as much damage as you want. You think you can stop me? Well, think again. I've got katana crits. And I don't care that the number says 0. What have numbers ever done for me anyway? Oh, you think you're gonna stop me with just a Blizzaga? Think you're gonna stop me with 2,000 damage? That may stop a normal man, but it won't stop this old man. This is a scripted fight, basically. Like, you still have to do inputs, but it's a scripted fight. And if you run Self-Destruct as a blue magic spell, or use the TNT item for Chemist, you knock out Exdeath in one hit. Or the fight just immediately ends after that, I'm pretty sure. He's trying to roast us, but to no avail. We've already taken so much damage from his attacks, and it's just like, no, I don't think so today. That's the power of love, baby. Yep. Gravaga, which is not gonna kill us, but I mean, nothing else has killed us so far. Come on, just a couple more slashes. Take this! Now I'll show you my true power. Prepare yourself for the afterlife. Oh, flare. And holy. He really wants us dead. Why won't you die? It takes a lot more than that. For me to kick the bucket. I'll destroy you, Exdeath. Even if it means I have to. Take you to the afterlife myself. Fool! All the anger and hatred in existence would never be enough to defeat me. Here's the thing though, Exdeath. This isn't anger. Or hatred. What's the matter, Exdeath? You exhausted yourself, MP? Then what is it? Like I said, it's the power of love, baby.
I'm out of here, you're hurting me.
Everyone's all knocked out, though. Grandpa! Galuf! Grandpa! Galuf! Hold on, we can... No good. Too late for me. Galuf, don't talk like that. Get up, you old bat. Quit playing around, this isn't funny. Wake up, please. Bartz, Lena, Ferris, my dear Kryl. Destroy Exdeath. Destroy him. Grandpa, no, you can't die. You can't! Galuf, Kiraga! Please, raise! Open your eyes. Phoenix down. Elixir. Nothing's working. Galif's flame has flickered out. Grandpa, no. No! You can't leave me. You can't die. Grandpa's calling. Kryle. Grandpa? Are you there? The Guardian Tree, which has protected the crystals for 1,000 years, is lending me its power to speak to you. I don't have long. I want to give you my strength. Come on, Kryle. Don't cry. Stand with Bartz and the others. Be strong, and fight! No, I don't want to. Come back. Don't leave me alone. You know I can't do that. But you're not alone, Kryle. You understand that, don't you? Grandpa, I feel warm. I feel you here with me. I'll be in your heart, always. Grandpa, I understand. Huh? Exdeath is... Kryle! Bartz, Blenna, Ferris, I'll fight along with you. Kryle. Grandpa told me that Exdeath is trying to destroy the crystals. We've got to hurry to Exdeath's castle. The Windrake. Well, that's the end of Galif. Now, he's been replaced with his granddaughter Kryle. We'll have to deal with the repercussions in the next episode, though. Right now, I need to get me a box of tissues.